Hello, beautiful Libra. Welcome to your reading. If you're new here, this is Divine Light, and today we're going to look into what's coming your way this month. And we're going to start by your coffee cup, looking in there, and then we're going to pull some cards. And if you haven't already, and if you'd like to give some love, don't forget to give this one a thumbs up, hit the subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss a video. I see there is actually a conversation line appearing outside of your regular schedule. This connection can create a pathway, especially maybe outside in the third and the beginning of the fourth week. You are going to inside of the cup, I see there are two people putting their heads together, kind of forming a heart shape here. Maybe you are actually planning a vacation, a holiday, or something that you're going to take someone that you have a good relationship with to this place, or maybe you're going to also come back inside the cup and you're going to negotiate some things with this person and then go. Overall, though, this is something that is going to give you a headspace to relax and maybe even just it can be also, let's see, what do we have here? A koi fish swimming. It's like a swimming adventure. It can be going for a vacation, which is going to include a swimming opportunity. Another thing with the swimming, it's about being in flow of life. Actually, being in the flow, taking things as they come, not resisting to the change, and just evolving with the roads that are opening in front of you, taking the chance and following the road. That can be the flow energy here. I see the face of kind of like a donkey here. A little bit looks like a dinosaur. Donkey, dinosaur, we have an Aries right there, a ram. These are all, I feel like here in this situation is stubbornness. That's why the flow energy is going to follow, because initially you might have either stubborn people around you, or you are being stubborn about something. Some of you have like an Aries right next to you being stubborn with you. This is not really coming from a negative intention. I feel like this is something that you think this is going to play out well. That's why you're being stubborn with that. But I see initially this is like when you let go of the control, there's a new gateway appearing here. Right under the Aries, the ram. Aries can also symbolize, because it's the first zodiac, maybe it is fire energy, it's action. Maybe instead of being stubborn about what you believe is true, or you believe that there's only one way, one solution to something, when you approach in a creative manner, Aries is emperor, guys, taking the lead and look for other options. There's a gateway, small way, a solution to the problem opening here. The thing is, this doesn't mean the small is going to be a small solution. I feel like this is something, when you pursue it, it can open up new worlds here, okay? But so it can be something you deem as small as well. You think, oh, how is this going to affect the whole thing? This is something so small, but it seems like it has great potential, okay? Another thing I have here is like a fountain raining. Like something is raining down, a fountain. This can be an emotional challenge you're going to come across, but it's not really a negative one. I feel like this is something positive. And how come it's going to be a challenge if it's positive? This can be something maybe you have never experienced before, or maybe there is something that you are having a hard time to feel empathy about. Seems like this challenge is going to come into your life so you can feel the empathy. I'm trying to think of an example that may be something you never experienced, an emotion. Think of it in a way that, example, this is an example. Maybe someone who never have a child, like they cannot, I cannot say exactly they cannot feel like a mother, but giving birth, and I cannot even say a woman gives birth who can feel like a mother either. But there's a distinction, okay? Let's say breastfeeding. If someone never breastfed, they don't know how it feels, how painful it is. I feel like that's fair. It's a physical pain because it's a physical thing. The thing is about that, I feel like this is something like that. Something, it doesn't have to be exactly what I said. Something you never experienced, but it's going to happen. It's going to come into your life and it can become a challenge because you never experienced that. And what's going to happen is, though, there are light sources here coming forward. I feel through that new experience, there is a new door, and unexpected other opportunities are going to start presenting themselves. Okay, so maybe this can be even like about, maybe you never worked in a corporate, so you don't know how it feels like to get a promotion there, get a bonus in that kind of a space. It can be something like that as well. Either way, it is going to show you that there's a new world, there's a whole world that you can explore. If you're hearing those little cracks, guys, I have a new kitty here and he's really hyper and he's beating something. I don't know what he was beating. Yeah. So it's a needle. And so that's why he's making the little sounds. Come over here. Don't show your butt. Okay. And then what happens is the world opens up. I see a seahorse appearing here for you. Kind of looks like a fish too. Seahorse can be a king of cups, a Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio, or we can interpret the personality of this person, who is someone is very loving and no, you need to sit down here and be cute. So this can be someone who's very appreciative of your energy, loving, caring, respectful, and also supportive. Can be also someone who can take care of children, who likes children, and they're showing up here in your energy field. This can also be someone who's going to give you spiritual support. That's why they're showing up here for you. Overall, though, the good part of it is they're coming out of light, meaning good communications, good conversations are going to either lead this person into your life, or this can be, because I see someone with a big head here. Maybe this is someone that you're advising, you're taking advice from this person. You see the scratches on. I was trying to give him medicine. That's what happened. Anyway, so through this person's, like, you're initially experiencing their intellectual mind, and then you're going to start experiencing their emotional intelligence. Okay, and how is that going to play out? What is that going to do? I see here you're rising really tall and high, so some of you might be within the third week especially. I kind of see a bull's head here when I look closer. Some of you might be experiencing like an upgrade in your life, and this person can be the one who's going to be there, who's accepting your upgrade, who's supporting you during the journey, and maybe encouraging you to take certain risks. Okay, that's why I said, like, you're going to put your heads together with this person, and can be a good friend too. It doesn't have to be romantic, and you're going to head on an adventure with this person. Okay, maybe they're going to also benefit from you taking a leap of faith, taking a chance, and just, doing some things and experimenting on some things. Okay, another thing I see here is there's a creature wearing a hat. When we don't include this part of the story, this kind of looks like maybe a rat, or I couldn't come up with a name. It's like not a porcupine. What is skunk? Kind of looks like a skunk to me. Okay, skunk spirit is someone who can protect themselves even though they don't have claws to protect themselves, and this person's wearing a hat. It can be like when you have the authority, then you need to also build in a mechanism that you can protect yourself. Okay, you're wearing the hat. This doesn't have to be in like a skunk energy, but either way, this doesn't have to be through brute force, but there is protection layer that you need when you get to that high level. Okay, towards the end of the third week might be a time that somebody's going to challenge you. That's why you need that. It can be about work. It can be about family. Maybe in the family, you're going to be chosen as a leader, or maybe they're going to decide that you're going to host the next Christmas dinner. I mean, maybe something closer. Either way, though, this is going to put you in a possible like a power, and then you need to really protect that power. And fourth week, I see a sword appearing here. Sword can be a communication line opening with someone, and I see there's a fish wearing a tall hat, like a long and kind of like a tall long, and looks like a fish hat too. This can be a Pisces. Pisces represents the high priestess. High priestess is someone highly intuitive and knowledgeable. I don't feel like this is you. This is someone who's going to appear in your life. Their hat kind of looks like a shoe when I look from far away. Shoe can be about a travel. Sword can be your sword because you are from the sword suit, which is your word, which is your planning, expression, and speaking the truth or bringing justice into a situation. The shoe, like this is turning into a shoe. Maybe you're taking advice from a Pisces, how to move some things, how to relocate something, or maybe send something out, bring something in, like some sort of like a movement that will require you to put your shoes on. And they are highly knowledgeable because Pisces, the high priest, is knowledgeable. This person might help you with that, like how to get these things done within the fourth week, okay? So if you feel like we have even like a grumpy male figure, kind of looks like their face a little bit reptilian, a little bit frog-like, might be someone in the background trying to divert you from this path, knowing, learning, taking care of things by yourself. But either way, if you move forward, they're gonna turn into a shadow. Their energy is gonna disappear, basically. Let's dive into your saucer now. If you have a specific question, a desire, an intention, hold it in your mind. There was an eye, just disappeared, and we have kind of like, looks like a fish halfway eaten. The head is there though. Okay, so let's see what's happening with the desire. There are fast results. I see fast results, guys. Okay, this is actually accelerating, and even maybe there's a cycle closing, a new cycle is opening for you. What I see, the head of the fish is left and the body is eaten, but the head contains the most nutrients. So maybe you think like, I have taken care of the bulk of a thing, that I don't need to go back and look at what is left. It seems like you might have a very valuable, maybe tiny bit of an information that will be really useful when you look at it. Okay, that can be the fish. Fish can also symbolize material satisfaction, and I see kind of like a small elephant is under here. Elephant is long-term financial security, stability, structure, legacy, family, but it's a baby, so it means that you are on the brink of creating something, and you might have to complete one final task. You might have to find this one final fish in order to, or like take care of the head of the fish as well, in order to make this thing happen and just feed the elephant, basically. Okay, another thing I see here, there's a massive crowd surrounding you. Some of you might start the month with like entering into maybe an exciting, crowded environment. And it can be also an environment, we have here someone grumpy, a little grumpy dog, maybe someone who is loyal to you, but maybe they don't really like you to leave them alone. They might have this kind of like a grumpy face when you go have fun. This is close to your heart, but when you go there, I see also unicorn. Unicorn is a wish fulfillment. So unicorn can be something that you desire, like an inspiration coming to you regarding something you would like to know. Okay, so that's why the unicorn energy is also important. Even if someone doesn't want you to go do that activity, when you get there, it can be an inspiration is waiting for you there. Okay, I see your protection field is a little thin, meaning you might feel like an energy leakage somewhere. Maybe you are allowing everybody's opinion to affect your thoughts and actions. That will require some attention. Maybe you shouldn't just allow everyone to, come into your place, in your own physical space, or maybe take it, maybe something, I want to say medicine. I don't know if it's even a possibility. I don't know why this is coming to me. Maybe like herbs, medicine, or anything else. Maybe you shouldn't just take anything else from like anything that edible food, sharing food, for example. Maybe you shouldn't share those kind of things with others. I mean, don't take from others for this timeline, especially. Let's see what we have here when it comes to your tarot. We're going to look in the general outcome. Then I'm going to pull cards for what's happening with you. Then we're going to tap in love, money, career, success. And that's going to be brief because I do a deep dive of money, career, success too. And then final results, okay? Seems like here you're planting some seeds right now, and your focus should be on that. The seeds can be about financial future. You might be coming up with the ideas, and don't get them flee by or flee out of your head, because it seems like whatever you're planting right now is going to create a massive wealth in the future. It can be emotional wealth, it can be spiritual wealth, it can be physical material wealth, but either way, it's time to plant those seeds. It's emotional. Let's go with the emotional example. Emotional example can be practicing self-love every day during your mirror work, looking in the mirror and telling the mirror that you love you. Okay, I love you. You're beautiful. You're amazing. You're handsome. You're the most talented. You deserve the best of everything. That's the mirror work. That's the spiritual seeds that you're planting will flourish. Okay, so anything you plant, they're flourishing. So make sure you're planting the good seeds. When it comes to love, we have a Queen of Pentacles matching your energy. This can be love or relationships, okay? And it seems like here you might find someone who's matching the same energy when you start to invest in your own self. You might find someone compatible with that, someone who's resourceful, who's loving, caring, and appreciative. We have a feminine energy showing up here. I feel like this, when it comes to relationships, both sides are going to nurture this formation. Okay, it's not going to be one-sided. You're going to nurture the relationship, and the other party will agree with that, and they're going to be in the same level as you. When it comes to success, money, material stuff, we're going to pull clarifiers, but some of you are ending a cycle. This could have been a painful, fearful cycle for some of you. It seems like that's coming to an end now. And it can give you the chance to move forward and start over. And because the sun is shining on the background, I feel like the things are going to get better from then on, okay? When it comes to general, overall what's going on is Ace of Swords is all about your new ideas and new beginnings, expressing your new ideas freely and coming up with creative direction. Like some things are going to start really building a future, okay, with those creative new ideas. And I feel like these are going to be sharp, and these are going to be like certain. You're going to feel certain about these things, inspiration coming to you, and you're going to pursue them with confidence too, okay? When it comes to where you are, there's a gift that you're going to receive. The gift can be the inspiration coming to you. Gift can be those seeds, ideas that you're planting, and you're pursuing them. That's why the gift is important, that you open up the gift and take care of it and use it carefully. When it comes to relationships, what is it? What is that? Marriage. Maybe you're already married, but you're lacking commitment, or you don't feel the commitment anymore. This can be about a committed friendship forming as well. But marriage has a legal aspect to it. I feel like some of you might be actually stepping into, I know this is very specific, not everybody's getting married in a month, but you're forming a relationship with someone compatible with you, or some of you might be meeting with a soulmate very soon. That can be Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Taurus is in Venus, and Libra is from Venus, guys. So you might get along with a Taurus if they have a healthy mindset, and they have an expansion mindset. And it seems like this is going to start to turn around and become something really serious in the long term, okay? When it comes to money, we have a main female energy here. So female is the creative power. This can also represent a woman, okay? Maybe you're ending a contract, a financial contract with someone. Maybe you were obligated, they were obligated to. Something is coming to an end. And we have a mature woman too. There are two women involved in this money issue. This can even be, I'm going to give you like a broad example. Maybe you are reliving your mother's, your grandmother's money story. Okay. If you're like the 80s child, your grandmother timeline can go to 60s, 50s when women didn't have any power. And what happens there is you might feel dependency. When it comes to money, you might feel like I need a source to give it to me. That story is coming to an end now. There's a new story you're going to start building. We have courtship here that can be the story of I don't have to be alone to build a money story. I can get help and I'll be supported. I can find like a courtship, meaning I can create a relationship maybe with the money. I don't have to be a distance. I don't have to be like a distant like my grandmother to the money. I can form the courtship can be maybe you're actually becoming best friends with money, which money is an energy, or a career. Maybe you're having a hard time to hold a career. Seems like you're finding something that you're going to become best friends. You're going to have good relationship. There's going to be romance in between, which is also an energy can attract more of it to you. It seems like there's a healing happening when it comes to money energy. Ace of Swords we have here, overall general, we have thief, theft of joy. Something, the Ace of Swords is, okay, you're going to have a new idea, but if you go down the road of overanalyzing but not taking action, that can be the theft of joy. That can really steal your joy, okay? We have a privileged lady. You have so many feminine energy here. Maybe there is someone who is trying to orchestrate a thief here, a theft, and they're sending a message of concern. But I feel with Ace of Swords, the adjudication actually also matching, because it's like a judgment, kind of like here, like a clear judgment is actually going to bring clear justice. That's why I feel if you're dealing so many people and they're giving you anxiety about life and overall, maybe somebody's trying to take something away from you, and this involves a privileged lady, and if you're concerned about it, you might even go after like a official, a structure, an authority can really put these people in check. Okay, that can be the key to like the key direction basically. We're going to pull your oracle now. This is going to give us a general idea as well. And then I'm going to pull a final affirmation for guidance. Butterfly, transformation, joy, beauty, transience. Transformation and joy. I feel the butterfly, yes, it goes through a transformation and metamorphosis. Some of you are coming out of your cocoon. I feel a little bit intimidated energy. Maybe you have been kept yourself in your shell for a while now in certain subjects, because some subjects you might feel super confident, but in some subjects you might feel a little timid. Seems like you're breaking that shell now. You're going to be full on with confidence, move forward with this new endeavor or this area that you felt uncomfortable. We have a winter here, an ending, recharging, and reflection. Ten of Swords matches with that. So when it comes to money story, this lady is wearing red too. The bird is red as well. There's an ending coming. The ending can be, I feel like, maybe payment of some sort. Maybe you're thinking, if this ends, if I don't get that from there, I'm not going to have any other solution. But it seems like right after, like it's not going to, the 6 and 4, it's like 10 and 10 we have here. It's not going to take too long for another solution to come, okay? Or maybe it's coming simultaneously here. What you need to do, instead of dwelling on the sadness and the pain of the 10 of Swords, you need to just go into reflection and recharging, like maybe asking the right questions, okay? Not really asking the questions that you don't want to hear the answers for. We have chamomile, gentleness, relaxation, and sleep. Yes, take your time and relax. And some part of the world it's the winter time, some part is the summertime and the heat of the summer. Either way, you will need maybe a cold brew chamomile that will relax your body and help you sleep, and be gentle with yourself. We have a lavender here, tranquility, kindness, and self-care. All these three are so aligned, almost the same thing, even though they're different stuff. It is all suggesting that you need to take it easy this time because the change, the transformation, beauty, joy is coming. So in order for you to adjust and accept it, and don't get paranoid, oh, is it going to end bad now, everything is changing so fast, how is that going to go? If you get the worry, to handle the worry, you need to recharge, reflect, be gentle with yourself, and keep yourself in a tranquil and mindset, which it suggests here self-care and being kind to yourself. Okay, what is your affirmations going to suggest now? Let's see what do we need to know about that. Yeah, beautiful. I choose a bright future now. The moment I start to change, the moment I'm willing to bring good into my life, the universe responds in kind. So what you can work on during this next 4 weeks is on yourself, how you see things, how you observe things, and how you react or respond to what's coming your way. Because it seems like it is going to start also go for the better. Okay? When you are in the understanding of that, it is going to get maybe even better than that. All right, beautiful. That's all for today. Hope you enjoy your reading. If you do, I'm going to add some more videos right here for you to enjoy. I wish you all a magical day. Bye. Hit the subscribe and join the family.